Hey everybody, one of my all-time favorite stories in my 12 years at CSF just happened last week, and I want to tell you. For some of you all probably knew Jing. Jing was a girl here. She shared her story at Dirty Laundry, how she moved here from China to get a PhD at UK, and man, her life wound up getting transformed. And she talked about coming here with so much hurt in her life and finding so much healing through Jesus here on campus. And so to watch Jing's life transform over the time here was so cool. But just last week, Jing sent us an email because you see, Jing went back to China. She's basically done with her degree. She's got one last little piece left to do and she'll be done. But she's living in China now again. And she sent us an email and she said, guess what? My mom came to Christ. She said decades of her being a Buddhist, she gave her life to Christ. And Jing said one of my absolute favorite parts of my day now is I read out of my Chinese Bible in the morning and I read to my mom out of this Bible that CSF bought for me. It is such a cool story. One, because I love Jing so much. But to watch God work in Jing's life here at UK, and now to watch her in China, to watch God working through her is such an incredible thing. And that's what we want at CSF. We want God to work in you and through you. I know for many of you, you're watching this in a group setting right now. And it is so important for you to just show up. Just show up and be there and let God work in you and through you in that group. For Him to work in you, just be there listening, taking it in, trying to be halfway open. None of us are fully open. None of us are ready and really mean, God, just take full control of my life. But let God work in you in those settings, and also let God work through you in those settings. And you may go, well, man, God can't use me. Yes, God can. One of my favorite Old Testament stories is when Balaam's out there and God literally gives his donkey language and starts speaking through the donkey to Balaam, to direct Balaam to give. And so I just kind of go, and I heard my all-time favorite singer-songwriter Rich Mullins used to say, God spoke to Balaam through his ass, and He's been speaking through asses ever since. And so if God should choose to speak through you, you don't need to feel too special. But it is the case that God occasionally speaks through me, Brian Marshall, not because I'm something great or someone great, but because God I say, God, use me. And sometimes I don't even know when He's using me. The same thing happens with you in a group setting. You may say something, you go, it doesn't sound profound to me, but it may hit someone else exactly where they need to hear something at a moment. God working in you in group, God working through you in group. And one of the special opportunities we have coming up even later in just the next few weeks is Winter Retreat. Another opportunity to go. Mike Bro, the speaker, just texted him today from California, and he's like, man, I can't wait to be there. God working in you through Mike's messages, but also God working through you, because there's going to be hundreds of other students there that you get to make friends with. And there are thousands of other students on this campus who would flip out if they got to experience Winter Retreat. They just need someone to invite them. And so whether it's your group, God working in you, through you, or something like Winter Retreat, God working in you and through you, CSF, we want to be a community, but we don't want to be a stationary community that just sits there. We want to be a community that's on the move, reaching out to campus. That is my hope. I want this to be the best semester we've ever had of God working in us and through us, and I hope that happens for you too.